What do you do when faced with a hostile or difficult or unreasonable board member if you're the company secretary serving a board of directors? Hi, my name is Jimmy Walavyechi and you're welcome to Corporate Governance Africa, where we seek to promote good governance through film. In this video, we explore the question of how to deal with a difficult board member or difficult board members on the board on which you serve as a company secretary. The reality is that sometimes on the board, there will be very difficult board members to deal with, to work with, in order to carry the governance agenda forward. What would be the appropriate response for a governance professional or as a company secretary when faced with such difficult circumstances? On this important matter, we hear from Francesca Kakooza, a leading governance professional from Uganda. She had a difficult experience with a board member. She shares the difficulty of her circumstance and situation, but she also shares how she handled it professionally as a governance professional. Let's listen to her and pick some lessons from what she did.
I'll give you an example. I had an experience with a female board member. One time, I think I treated them as board members. I was saying to myself, these are adults. If you don't have something, you should be able to call me as CS and I give you that information. Or if your cab is not there, you should be able to call so that I ask someone to attend to it. So we go for this board meeting. It was a board retreat actually. We get to the hotel and this board member walks in and she was clearly upset. So she tells me, Francesca, my cab did not pick me on time. I had to wait in the hotel lobby and the cab wasn't there. What were you doing? You're disorganized. This is not proper. How could you? And inside of me, I was looking at this woman and asking myself, okay, do you know that I'm an advocate? Do you also know that I'm a chartered professional? Do you know that I'm the head of legal in this organization? That's what was running through my head the whole time. She gave me, I call it a dress down, but that's what she did. And I was asking myself, am I supposed to cater for your every little detail? If your cab wasn't there, call me, but also in the way you address me, be respectful. You've got the opportunity to be on my board, but I'm also a board member somewhere, so be respectful about it. All that was going through my mind, by the way. I didn't say it to her. I just looked at her and said, yes, madam, yes, madam, yes, madam. My apologies, we should have done better. But going back to, again, self-reflection, I said to myself, you know what, okay, yes, this might not be what I do in terms of operations, but it's my responsibility to take care of the welfare of board members. So I should have made sure that the person responsible for it is actually taking care of it. But also on the other hand, I told myself, I will never be this kind of board member, that gives a dress down to a senior member of management or any staff anyway, because these are people like me. They are employed to do a job, so if they don't get it right, that doesn't mean I give them a dress down and treat them like a child.
From the video, what I learned from Francesca is that as a governance professional, the appropriate response would demand that the governance professional considers their well-being, takes the circumstance or the difficulty as a learning situation, and it requires a great deal of emotional intelligence. The ultimate purpose, it seems, is to ensure that the governance agenda of the board is carried forward despite the difficulty with this particular board member. But what lessons do you learn or do you pick from this circumstance or situation? You've probably had a similar circumstance or you're probably going through a similar situation right now. How would you handle the situation that Francesca faced? How would that apply to your situation or your circumstance? Would you have handled it differently?